Well, hello, Grace family. We're here with Jake Mahon. It's kind of a sad day for us because he's just come to inform us that although his brief visit here with us is coming to an end and they're going to be heading out. So, Jake also has brought some poetry that he would like to share with us. And I've asked him if he would please just tell us a little bit about what brought him to Grace and what his experience at Grace has been like, so that we can have this for posterity and for others to consider. So go ahead, Jake.
Hey, Grace family. I want to say a few words to you before I so dramatically leave so abruptly. I know I haven't been at church a few Sundays in a row because of travel and other things, but I wanted to take a moment to say how meaningful and how restorative it's been to be here and get to know all of you and to worship alongside you and to eat the Lord's Supper alongside all of you. I have felt so extraordinarily welcomed at Grace, and there's a nice balance in a small church of being asked to participate and lead something or do something, and also just being allowed to sit in a pew. The smallest church I ever went to was an Episcopal church, and there was the deacon, there was the musical director, and there was me and my wife. And we walked in, and they said, "Can you do the readings?" Our first Sunday there. So it wasn't that end of the spectrum for sure, but it also wasn't, the mega church end where I can just anonymously kind of sift in and out. This was really perfect for me, actually, to safely and lovingly get to know a lot of you. And I've wondered for a few years now what keeps bringing me back to church, because I grew up evangelical and had a sort of whole process of leaving that church and landing in the Episcopal church. And I want to read something to you that kind of poetically penetrates right to the heart of what keeps me coming to church, or why church is not done with me. So this is the end of a little bit of a longer poem that I want to read to you here. It's called Fish Me. Lightning in the distance, showing us again and again how beautiful it all is. Even if we're only able to see paradise in flashes that blind us, that fade away so shudder still and quickly, that tumble us into church, hungry most and thirsty desert seeing. And that's really, when I read that, I realized that's exactly how I feel. I feel like I see paradise in flashes, and they keep tumbling me into church. And sometimes that's Eucharist, sometimes that's worship and singing, and sometimes that's just in the relationships made at church. So thank you.
So how did you get here, and what are the things that really attracted you to Grace?
Well, you have my rector in Austin to thank for sending me to Grace, because he said, "Oh, there's a great priest. You'll love her. She's right near where you live." Little I know, it was a 40-minute drive away. No, it was only 25 minutes. And so I came, and it was a match made in heaven right away. Even though there's an Episcopal church like 10-minute walk from where I'm renting, or from where we're staying right now. I also got involved with that church differently, but no, Grace. As soon as I walked up to take the Lord's Supper with the piano on one side and the choir on the other, and it was like this magical experience, and I knew that Grace was the right church. And then kind of this absolutely outsized, like, spectacular food distribution ministry that goes on here kind of blew me away, because I've been part of many churches, many of which were much bigger than Grace, where nothing of that size was even entertained. So that was also really, really impressive, and it was really a blessing to be part of that for the few times I came for that.
Well, we're so grateful that you crossed our paths, and we look forward to loving you and knowing you the rest of your life.
Me too.
Thank you.
Thank you.